Hello guys and welcome back. It is the 14th of July today. It is 6:45 p.m. here in Vegas and I just got done with work. And today I'm going to go ahead and edit the next part of the video, which is going to cover from where we left off, which was over at Joshua Tree. And we're going to do a video from Joshua Tree over to Oceanside, California today, which was the next leg of the trip. And that's going to be the goal for today. So stick around and enjoy. Now in the last video we had adjusted the ignition points and filed them down, and honestly that took care of everything as far as the ignition goes. We made it all the way to Oceanside, California with that and had no issues with that. There were other way bigger issues that happened, but you will soon find out exactly what it was. So here we are entering Joshua Tree and we're about to go ahead and cross it. I didn't explore Joshua Tree thoroughly. I used it as a kind of a shortcut, or not a shortcut, kind of as a detour to avoid taking the interstate. So I'm sure that there are some really cool places that I didn't see on it, but it is still pretty interesting. And here we are passing the Cholla cactus garden. Which is, the Cholla is like it's a weird looking spiky cactus. There's like 10 acres of it over here. And here we are at the Ocotillo cacti. And here we are exiting Joshua Tree, heading south towards I-10. Now here we are at the south side of Joshua Tree National Park, and we're gonna drive southwest over towards Mecca. And this is the beginning of the Salton Sea area, which is a really interesting part of the trip. The desert. I mean, we just left the other side of there was nothing 5 minutes ago, and now there's grapes, and I don't know what that is. It looks like citrus trees. That is insane. It's like an oasis. Also, look how white these trees are. Some sort of chemical or something. So if you look up Salton City, this is where the GPS takes you. It makes you go through this town, which is, it's weird because half of the trailers are set on fire. And then you drive through this town and you get to the spot that's supposed to be the beach, but the water level has gone down so much that it's just mud and sand. So it's interesting.
Arrived.
That's the Salton Sea over there, but what a weird place this is. It's a desert. Everything's kind of abandoned. And there's people here, but there's a lot of buildings that are burned down. It's just a strange place. And we got here. Running pretty good. Over there is the, let's see if I can zoom into it. That's the Salton Sea. You cannot swim in there because the water is contaminated. I'll explain later. But if you look up on Google Maps or Apple Maps, you look up Salton Sea, this is where it takes you. This is the point where it takes you. It's here. It's very strange, but it's pretty cool. Now, what I want to do is get to Slab City. And after Slab City, come start heading north and then stop by Bombay Beach. And I don't know, maybe have some lunch there or continue. I don't know, we'll play it by ear. But this is it. This is where the Salton Sea is. Cool. Also, this place is hot, 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 and it's humid. And it's super muggy, so you sweat a lot. And it smells weird. It smells like dead fish. It's not a complaint, it's just an observation. Now from Salton City, we start going southbound over here, and our goal was to get to Slab City. So we have to make a loop all around the south end of the Salton Sea until we get to Nyland. And now Nyland is the entrance to Slab City. So this here is the Sonny Bono Wildlife Refuge, and it's got an observation deck, which I'm guessing it's for migratory birds for watching. It also has a water fountain, which came in super handy because it was around 112 degrees. So I filled up water bottles and cooled down a little bit, and it was a big break for the trip.
Proceed to the route.
Nyland, heading to the Salton Sea, or actually, sorry, heading to Slab City. So here is the entrance to Slab City, and Slab City is an off-the-grid community that is named after the slabs that remained after Marine Camp Dunlap got demolished, and it is definitely an interesting place. And this is one of my favorite signs. It is the Slab City speed limit, 2 grams per day. Over here is that restaurant or that bar where that girl from Into the Wild sings. So here is the entrance of Bombay Beach. Bombay Beach is interesting. It was a luxury spot to go to in the 50s. Sinatra, the Beach Boys, and other cool people, they frequented that spot. But in the late 70s, the runoff of salty chemicals began to kill the ecosystem there. And eventually, the residents were driven out by the smell of dying fish. And eventually, no more life was sustained in the water there. But today, there's a cool display of art over there. There's a bunch of displays of art, and it is a pretty cool place to go look around. Now, after finishing up at Bombay Beach, I decided that it was time to start heading over towards our final destination, which is Oceanside. And the issue that I was having is that, number one, I planned this wrong, because if I would have come in from this side of the Salton Sea, I could have done all in one loop and saved myself 100 miles or so. But I didn't. I came in from the north, went all the way around, went all the way up, and now I have to go all the way back down again, south, until we hit Highway 78, which will go through Ocotillo Wells and a town called Julian, and through the inside we will get to Oceanside without taking any of the interstates. Tree, finally some shade. This is kind of cool. Nobody here. But I think I'm gonna make myself some food. Well, it appears that we ran out of brakes. That thing goes all the way down to the floor. So, we'll see what we can do. But it's got a leak somewhere, I think, because it's got no more brake fluid. So we'll try to stop at a gas station and find some brake fluid, make it work. Nothing. I'm gonna put some 1040 for now. And here we are at Julian, heading west on Highway 76 to Oceanside.
In 1 mile, turn right onto CN76.
Alright, all filled up with brake fluid from the gas station here. Good to go. The 1040 worked really well though. We made it to Oceanside. Look at this place, it's like paradise. Alright. Well, it made it to San Diego, but we blew a head gasket. Literally. Holy crap, look, there's a fat lizard right there on the left. Anyway. So before leaving San Diego, I'm going to try to see if I can do the head gasket on it in a parking. I'll borrow a garage and then take it to the storage. We'll see how that goes. Yep, that is coolant. Mixed with oil, of course, or gas or whatever, but that is coolant. So the head gasket is blown between, I'm gonna check the last plug too, but the middle cylinder is blown. So, see what we can do. So I got the Jeep into the garage. I'll explain how I do that later with app. I use an app called Naver, and I'm not sponsored by them by any way. I just use that app to rent garages and parking spots to leave the Jeep until I continue my travel. And now I'm walking to AutoZone to get a oil tray and a 3/8 extension. And I'm gonna take the cylinder head off. And then I ordered the head gasket from O'Reilly's, and it says that it's gonna arrive tomorrow. Tomorrow at 8:45 in the morning. So if everything goes well, I'll pull the head off, and then I'll put a new head gasket on it by Felpro, and then get the thing assembled, and it should run good. And then I could take it to the parking where it's gonna stay here in San Diego until the next leg of the trip. So we'll see how that goes. This place is a dream. It's like picture perfect, you know? This car could have not broken down in a better place. Explore a little bit of Oceanside here. Alright, time to pull this bad boy apart. It's gonna be fun. Inside of a rented garage in Oceanside. Now this is more for my own reference, but just so I remember where the number 1 cylinder goes. It's 1, and then it's 1, 3, 4, 2, just like any 4-cylinder, counterclockwise. Get the carburetor out right now, and then the hoses, but I'm slowly draining it so that I make absolutely 0 stains. See? Just cracked a little hose on it, just a little bit, and then I put the pan down, and I put paper towels everywhere, so it makes 0 mess anywhere. Okay, super good news. Looks like the head gasket, just the head gasket, failed right there between these 2 cylinders. There's a coolant chamber right between them. So tomorrow at 8:45, O'Reilly should have that gasket. We'll put everything back together, and everything should be okay. I'm gonna clean up, and then I'm gonna go to the beach. Very good morning from Oceanside. I got the confirmation this morning that the head gasket showed up at O'Reilly's, so I am walking over there to pick that up, and then we're gonna try to get this thing assembled, test it, and then take it to our parking space and leave it there, and then head home on a plane. So let's see how that goes. There it is. Okay, got the head in. It's sloppy work. I know there's RTV everywhere, but I don't have most of the gaskets. I had to remake them with 90-minute RTV. So we'll see how it runs. Okay. Now, I use an application called Neighbor, and what it does is it lets you rent basically someone's driveway or an extra parking spot they have for extended periods of time. Because as I'm traveling the whole country, I can't afford to leave the Jeep at the airport extended parking. It's just way too expensive. So from here in Oceanside where it broke down, I repaired it, and then the parking spot that I rented was in Vista, which is where I drove over to right now, and is where I left the Jeep, and that's where it's at right now. So tomorrow I will be going back. I'll be flying over to San Diego, taking an Uber to Vista to pick up the Jeep, and the plan is to continue to San Francisco, and that's going to be a pretty long trip, but it should be really fun. So we're gonna go ahead and stop here for today. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you soon. See you soon, hopefully.